I am asking a lot,
that.
Lachlan.
Give me.
I'm not sure if it'll be coherent, but I will say words.
Words are good. I've gone live. How y'all doing?
Oh, cheers, Tom.
I was like, people mostly said yes. Hey, chat, how you doing? We've been
People
making
mostly
content
said yes.
for 4 years. So we didn't realize it until Reese was like, guys, you realize today's our 4-year anniversary? I'm like, damn, probably should have organized something. So now we have, and now we're here. I hope everything's working. Can y'all hear the friends?
Hello.
Friends.
Hi.
Howdy.
We got a
Howdy,
Reese
gang.
and a Bree and a Callum and a Latchlin. So I hope you can hear them. It looks like on my end you can hear them.
Oh, what a bloody legend. Here's some finger guns. Pew, 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 pew.
I thought you were saying you subscribed for 48 months.
48
I'm like,
months.
we haven't streamed that long. I also got the lights working, so feel free to abuse those.
Bree is quiet. Am I
Yeah,
still
Bree.
quiet?
That's alright, I fixed it.
There we go. I now have a new password for Twitch.
Woo! That's right, they fixed all your stream keys. So, how you?
Wait, maybe not. Look, we very rarely have a problem where Bree is quiet.
It's
That's
true.
not an issue that we have
No.
as a general thing.
Apart from, alright, let's start off the, reminiscing with the first time you walked into Lachlan's house and how awkward that felt.
Well, actually, fake news, because the first time wasn't in my house, it was your house.
That's true. First time.
No, but Bree, the first time Bree walked in
No,
and had no
remember
idea
the
what was
first
going on.
time? Because Tom invited me to join Nerds of the West when it was like just starting, because we'd been chatting about it at work, and he just assumed that I was going to be too busy because I was in for friggin' honors land, and I went, no, I can play. And he went, yeah, cool. Invited me over to Lachlan's house. Was late to Lachlan's house. I was like, hello, people, and walked in.
Thank you,
And I was
thank you for
like,
the 100 biddies, Roboto.
Ooh, hype train incoming, people.
Train.
We get Lizzo pog faces. Our pog face is better.
But nah, I just remember sitting in Lachlan's old house being like,
Oh,
hello,
what a bloody legend.
strangers.
Here's some finger guns.
It's
Yeah, there was a few
Bree.
people that had been invited to my house. It was definitely a strange time.
It was pretty
Yeah,
great, but
'cause you were just like, let me be a host. I don't know these people, and I haven't been introduced to these people. Let's play board games. Throw games at them.
Was this mid-winter or in the colder seasons? or
no,
did we
this would have been
start streaming?
May.
Yeah, it was.
Let's
So
roll
cold-
back the
colder.
timetable a bit. If
Yeah,
we
let's start from the start, right? Let's start from the.
it would
like-
have been let's start from the very beginning. It would have been I'm sure we could go back and find the Facebook messages, but I think it was about October that I messaged Lachlan and I was like, yo, I've got this idea. I've seen this show called Tabletop and I think we could do that.
Yeah,
If we
was
do it
like,
better, I'm pretty sure your work.
we
Yeah.
already had, right? So I think we already had our weekly board game nights on a Wednesday. Wednesday night was our board game night, and it was all the way down to Mandra. And then, oh lord, what a photo, what a video. And then Tom and I weren't hanging out at that point
Because
as
I didn't
much
have my
because of, the distance.
license and you were
you
in
didn't have your
Mandra, it was so far
license?
away.
Hey, that was totally
far
a
away.
thing.
Yeah, remember
And so,
there was
like-
that time where I was just too lazy to get my license, and then I actually went to go for it, and then they were like, "Why have you ticked this box that says your heart's fucked?" I'm like, "'Cause my heart's fucked." They're like, "Now you got to do all these other things first." I'm like, "Well, you're all awful," and so I did that, and I got my license. But anyway,
Yeah, and so we had our Wednesday night board games with a bunch of us, and then Tom was like, "Oh hey man," and I was like, "Oh yeah." Spoke to Tom on a monthly, if not longer, basis after uni, and then he was just like, "Oh, I got this idea. We could totally do tabletop, but better." And I was like, "Better's a bit extreme, but yes, we could definitely do it very well. We could definitely do it very well." And then we're like, who else could we get to do this? And that's when we
because I
incorporated
hadn't
Reese
hung
as
out
well.
I'd hung out with Reese at uni, but maybe once outside of uni.
Yeah,
related stuff.
I think we had we mainly hung out at film rap parties and stuff,
Yeah.
right? And then we would catch up at uni. But the weird thing was, out of everyone in the group now. I never did film stuff with you guys. I hung out with you guys at uni, but we never did film stuff together. We were always in different circles. And then we graduated uni.
Except for that one time that I did your entire film assignment and better than mine.
That was most of your assignments, Lachlan.
The degree. But then it was like, just out of the blue, Tom was like, "Hey man, it's been a while. Want to come help join a YouTube show?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
I was like, I need someone who's got good design eye. Yeah, Reese sounds good.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh
Reese
yeah,
is the damn
why
man.
not?" Yeah,
Dude. That throws me back. Reese was our like production designer.
Man, technically I still am. I just don't do it that often because we don't change stuff.
Yeah, we'll come back to
Tear the
that.
set down every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was about October, and then it was the same for Callum, and then we organized for a test shoot that I've shown off on stream before, but I can't find the video of now, where we played. We hired some grip equipment so we could hang a GoPro over the top of my kitchen table, plugged some microphones in, and filmed. Like, Chris still had blue hair. That's how long ago this
neon
was.
blue. Like,
So this would have been December 2017? 18, 19, 20, December 2017.
are you able to show? Have you got the photos? Are you able to show the photos off the stream?
I shared the photos to Instagram.
All I remember is we had like one, maybe two lights, a blue tablecloth, and we were playing Ticket to Ride.
Yeah,
and we had like the Coles brand drinks.
Coles
I
brand
believe
drink,
that was. I believe that was one of the first jokes. Was we were like sponsored by Coles.
What a bloody legend! His finger gun.
Oh, I just got Billy, get in here.
Oh, hello, Plu. How you doing?
Hey, Flu. Yes, AMA. If you have any questions, we will answer them. We're just looking back through some old stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone asked me at work. They're like, "How do you know Billy?" And I'm like,
Well, let's answer that question
you
because
see
Billy.
here.
Yeah.
I will. I'm cooking. Billy needs to bring us food. That's the rule. You cook, you bring us food. Why can't I move the chat?
it was like, "How do you know Billy?" It's like, well, you see here, I went to university, and then I met this guy named Tom, and then we became friends, and then Tom has a brother, and Tom's brother's name's Callum, and he went to high school with this guy named Billy, and then Callum got introduced into nerds, and then Callum introduced
even
Billy
more than
into
that.
nerds, and that's
Callum and Billy were living together at the time.
Yeah.
That's literally the only
that was
reason
it.
Billy was involved. Was Billy likes board games? Billy's living with Callum. Go.
that is fair.
And the first day, the first that Ticket to Ride day was the first day that most of us had met Billy, and we were
So
just
here's-
like, we're like, "Hey Billy, come join Nerds of the West."
Actually, let's
By the way, we're filming something today.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, look at that.
Yeah, that was
Look
a
at
while
that.
ago.
Look at.
There it is.
So like the jankiest lighting, just whatever we could get our hands on. Point a camera, multiple cameras, see if the edit will work, and we just went for it.
look
And
how
then-
young we are. Like
Dude, that's some good framing, if you ask me.
Billy's like 16 years old. Like
Looks like a baby.
so young.
Billy is a baby.
So then
Where am I looking at
Billy's
these
still
photos?
16 years old.
we've just got it up on stream, but I'm gonna pull up a different one. Let me share my screen with y'all. Oh, is it good?
I'm seeing everything.
That's fine. You can look at my everything.
There we
So
go.
this
I'm saying two.
Oh!
Hey,
is a video. We decided that we wanted to build our own backboards, and we're like, all right, sweet, let's do
This
it.
was all Sean and Lockie, right? Like they actually
Sean and Lachlan built this. Talk about it, Lachlan.
Yeah, so Sean and I built the actual backboards themselves. So it took us a little while because we did it out of like Sean's dad's shed down in Pinjarra. And it like took longer than it needed to because we obviously didn't know what the fuck we were doing. and we're just like winging it. We're just winging it. That's all we're doing. And so it was like, oh, we didn't finish it this week. So then the next week we went down. We didn't finish it the next week, so we went down the week after that. And it's like, the next time we build them, it would be way easier to like build them. But they were pretty sturdy for what they were, considering.
Well, especially because you had to design them to be dismountable, demountable.
Yeah,
dismantleable.
This is the place that we filmed in, so it was a functioning garage, and Lachlan had to park a car in there, so the walls had to be able to come down and do, not be in the way all the whole time.
Yeah.
I just love how I rocked up and it's just me
Here you go,
painting
film.
for the last half of the.
Mate, we'd already been painting for like.
We'd been painting
however
for a
long.
while.
Yeah.
And then the table in the background we got for free. Like, we were trawling for the longest time to try and find a good sized table. Like, we want one of the ones that'll fold out and give us extra space when we need it. And it just happened, like, it must have been earlier that week, I think, from when we painted things. It was, all right, someone posted about it, 6 chairs and a table for free around the corner from where we were filming. I was like, let's go, let's do it. And went and got us a table that lasted a very long time.
Yeah.
We
Sure,
still
where
use
is
the
that table
chairs.
now? Is that table gone now?
I think that
Oh, what a bloody legend. His finger
Is that
guns.
the one that's,
Happy.
is the table
19
the one
months.
that's in the other room at this house?
Holy.
I think so.
Did you update the gifs, Tom? On the.
I may have added a
screen?
new GIF, yes.
it's Sheriff Reese. Oh god.
I missed it. What happened?
That's all right. We'll come back to GIFs later. I may or may not have a whole folder of just
What
What
GIFs
have you
and stuff that we've
done,
saved.
Tom?
Cowboy
So that's about like March. Like, we did the edit, we figured it out. We went, this is what'll work. Oh, what we skipped is the entire time where up until when did you move into that house, Lachlan? Like, we were originally planning to film in Mandra. Everyone lived down in Mandra. Kai lived down in Mandra. Kai was originally going to be way more involved. Oh, here's Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Hello.
This guy.
How you doing, Cappy? Yeah, Kai was originally going to be way more involved. We used his camera from the start.
We
and
used
then
Kai's, Sean, and my camera.
yeah, so basically what happened was we were going to film in Mandra, and then Lachlan's like, yo, I'm moving to this place. And I'm like, you realize that is literally within walking distance of where I live. And so that's where we filmed, because it made the most sense.
Very, very convenient. It was
Yeah.
a wild time. I mean, I think the backup was still your bedroom, which is where Callum is now.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bloody legend.
It was
His
handy
finger
for
guns.
me too, because there was no way I was going to be able to get to
Darkside
Mandra,
gifting
because
5
I also
stars.
couldn't drive.
Dark
I
side.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
I could
a-
drive at
what
the
a
time
bloody
either, so it
legend.
was
His finger
convenient
guns.
that, like, this Billy had his license, so we carpooled every day for shooting.
I had my license, I just didn't have a car.
And we,
So I
like-
was like,
We also
Oh, what a bloody
like
legend.
shot
His finger
every
guns.
Wednesday as well. Like, we had a pretty
Yeah.
strong schedule.
So basically, once we had the stuff set up, we had everyone going. We had cameras. We were like, this is the way we're going to do it.
Oh, what a bloody
Which
legend.
is
His finger
the...
guns. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh man, where have I lost track of things? I'm looking for a specific...
I don't think you ever had track, to
I
be honest.
never had
Oh,
track of
what a bloody
anything.
legend. His finger guns.
I just want to while Tom's figuring out what he's doing. Darkside, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, and everyone else, thank you for the subs as well. Much appreciated. All the subs and the biddies. But this is gonna be like a big trip down memory lane. But like,
yeah.
you guys are also as much a part of this as what we were, because we wouldn't have probably made it this far if it wasn't from the support of you guys. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the stream tonight. Some of us didn't realize this was a stream until about 20 minutes ago. So that's because I don't read messages.
So this brings us to the second image of this image we posted all over the place. This was our second test shoot. We went, all right, we've got the boards up. We've got these lovely blue curtains. Let's have a look at how it looks. And we
lovely
shot
blue.
this and then went, this is garbage. We need...
I was like, this was horrible, because this was my idea, right? So I was like, we will do blue and brown. I don't know why. There's a reason why I'm not a production designer anymore. So
Hey,
I got
blue
the,
and brown works. It just only works with shoes and jeans.
yeah, I got the blue curtains. We hung it up, we shot it, and I was just like, this is dog shit. We need like we need more color, and like I don't even know if we did a full game. I think we may have done a full game.
Yeah, I can't remember if we
did.
did.
Full game of Splendor.
I don't know if I ever
Yeah.
edited it, but yeah, we played Splendor, which is then why we played Splendor again very early in our filming schedule, because we were like,
But
this was decent.
Yeah. So behind the camera, we're still using the 60Ds, and we've got a mishmash of tripods that whatever we had at the time, and then we also had redheads as our lights. as well as
$2
for 3
Oh,
lights. Let's
Oh,
go.
especially in
And
that garage.
we were also using shotgun mics or NT5s.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very different technical setup to what we have now. And our overhead beam was set up on 2 light stands, and then Tom has like this extendable beam that we were using, and it was like limited to how far it could actually go, and which made it very difficult for if we had to like extend the table or if we had to like film in a certain angles. It just became like this incredibly challenging thing to deal with.
Because
And
if you
also,
knocked
like-
it, it was game over.
Yeah.
Game
Captain
over.
Remember
Sonar
when you
was the
get up and
breaking
you'd have
point,
to like
right?
try and get out of the tripods? And remember the soundproofing of the room? We'd have to go up with
Curtains
blankets.
and blankets. Eventually, these lovely blue curtains on the side became soundproofing, so that was okay. But we did move on to yellow curtains and 2 shelves
Yeah.
in the background.
No, Tom, you need to get out your paint skills here and start drawing this room.
My paint skills
Yeah.
can come up another time.
Captain Sonar was the breaking point, right? Where we just gave up and went, there's going to be stuff in frame and we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because
Banger
Captain
of
Sonar
a
was
video,
like
though. Like,
too big.
that
too
was a
big.
good video. So we shot from basically April through till... I think we basically shot through till December that year. But we first released in September when we had a huge back catalogue. Like, we filmed a bunch of stuff. And at the time, we made the stupid decision to do how to play and a playthrough in 2 separate videos. Because we were like, double the videos, double the views. And that's not how YouTube
It was
works.
so you
at all.
wanna play. I remember.
So you want to play
Because you used to
instead
put
of
SY, like you used to put the acronym
Yeah.
on all of the thumbnails.
as opposed to we should have just gone with how to play.
How to play. Back when we
We
were
were
still
trying to be
learning the
different.
YouTube algorithm. I do remember we had a massive conversation, because we used to film every Wednesday. We'd film 2 things. We'd film something, we'd have lunch, we'd film again, and we'd dump all the footage after. And we had a massive conversation a couple of weeks into filming about, because this was like Adpocalypse 1. And we made the call to not do swearing, because Adpocalypse was like hardcore cracking down on anything that wasn't child friendly.
I mean, I still think that like not swearing would still be the way to go for a lot of our content, considering that like board games are very family orientated. It's like you don't lose anything by not swearing, but you definitely lose things by swearing, especially when the biggest market is America.
I feel like
it's
we
too late
try
now.
to
It's
not
too late now.
swear. I feel
We,
it's like
we definitely
It's
swear
right
less
now.
than we do in real
to
life.
swear. Yeah, we don't go in to be like, oh, yep, I'm gonna swear this entire stream, but then halfway through
Oh.
it, you're like, yeah, that slipped out.
Well, see,
It's
I,
one of those-
We're just Australian.
yeah,
It's
I,
one of those things where it's like we swear so much on the regular, and it's
Yeah.
such part of our like just normal
Yeah.
Australian
conversation.
lexicon.
But then when you have to like tone it back, like when we were sitting there at the table and we were had to tone it back, it'd be like someone would swear and be like, let's just go back and redo that, like that one section, because they've like sworn it's going to be easier than trying to like bleep it out. And we tried to bleep a lot of it out as well, but
Yeah.
that is
Well-
also like incredibly time consuming.
I don't know about you guys, but I know in the first few episodes, particularly me and Chris, would swear way more often, like more than what we would in real life. And I don't know whether it was because we were like nervous or whether it was just like, oh, there's a camera on us and we need to be funny, and the only way to be funny is to swear. Ha ha ha. And then it was just like, then the apocalypse happened. So then we made a conscious decision to not swear and clean up a lot of the language. And I think that's probably one of the best decisions that we ever made, because I feel like we then had to learn how to be funny.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I consider us all to be very funny people, especially myself. I think I'm the funniest fucking person alive. But I felt we had to learn how to be funny and tell jokes without the aid of swear words, or at least learn the value of swear words. Which is like towards the end of the bleep era. I was like, hey, a lot of my jokes are going to revolve around the fact that there is a bleep that's going to be put in.
Especially because I was starting to edit in, as Darkside points out, like interesting bleeps. Like when we played Saboteur, it was like mining sounds. When we played Colt Express, it was like gunshots and horse sounds. So that was all
You
involved.
used my voice at one point. I think it was a video that Tom and I did a 1v1. And I remember you taking the capture of me saying like bleep and used that as the bleep through the video.
I think like the bleeping is still funny, and I think it's like it could be something that we revisit because we swear a lot less now than we did, and especially because we've had a bunch of streams as well where we do like Tabletop Live Network, and it is like a no swearing zone. Like we're not allowed to swear, which is like one of the going back to that, like the audience, the content. It makes sense not to swear, and we do swear a lot less because we try not to swear, but we still swear here and there, left, right, and center in like Twitch streams. Hey, it's Beck.
It's a Beck.
It's a Beck.
It's a Beck.
It's a me, a Beck.
And
Sorry.
I think like us like toning down our swearing has made Tabletop Live Network easier to not swear. Where I think in those streams we'll probably let out like 2 to 3 per person, if not less, or 3 total in the actual
Definitely
stream.
better. But yeah,
Jumping back to the So You Want to Plays, did we stop doing those because we basically played through our collections of short games? And we were trying to move into like medium games.
It was
like,
also
we can't do a...
It's also because we knew they sucked.
Yeah, they didn't do as well on YouTube, partially because of the whole marketing aspect, but also just time and effort.
We
originally
filming them.
We hated
oh
filming
god,
them, but also remember that we started realizing that we needed to start getting on to like playing games that were either like highly popular, like all-time popular, or had just come out and try and jump on that train hype, and it was just too hard to try and get everybody together and film this is how you play the game, because we hadn't even really played it before,
well,
so
when we
that
first
wasn't going to
started,
work.
we had the rules that we'd play a game 3 times before filming it.
Yeah, but that just wasn't possible. So we were like, first time, like remember it hit a point where it was like, how many people were playing the game first time when we were filming, and then there was like
And we try
one
and
person that
schedule
was the
it.
rule master.
Yeah, we try and schedule it so that people who would play it would then be the ones who'd film it. There was a whole system.
Yeah.
Billy would be our rules master, and we'd be like, all right, Billy, you need to study this rule book, and every time we get a rule wrong, you be the one to be, oh, you got a rule wrong, guys.
Wasn't it Billy's
And then-
choice to
and you know
study
what?
the rule
And he
book
would
though?
He would
Still get it wrong.
get the rules for Gaia Project wrong. So,
God.
Billy,
So
would
then
you like to chime in? Would you like to?
Yeah, I would actually, because you guys make it sound a little simpler than it was. I would get to set and be told I have to learn how to play the game. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know ahead of time.
That's pretty great.
I still remember the whole like, here are the rules, guys, and it'd get chucked in the chat, and it would disappear in the chat, and then like half of us would miss it, and we'd show up to stream or to set, and we'd be like, so what are we playing today? Like there was so many times that I'd like just turn up and be like, I don't know what game we're playing.
It would be
Remember call sheet?
Tom. Oh, we had call sheets. We had call sheets. We were so serious about this in the beginning.
Yeah. And then it
the
devolved.
bag of
back in the day
shit.
when
Oh,
Oh,
we were like,
Call sheets for those who aren't really in the film industry. They're literally here's where you need like a time schedule, like something that's got safety and where the closest hospital is, when sunrise is, where sunset is, all the information you'd need for a film shoot in one place. Thank you for the follow, Joel Watson. And then Lachlan would make call sheets for every week. We'd be like, we're playing this game, then we're having lunch, then we're playing this game, and that
Lachlan was so strict as well. He used to be like, shoes on in the studio, no wearing black or stripes because it's bad on film, and like pretty much all of us, our wardrobe is like 90% black, so we'd all be standing there going, what do we wear, and then just one day we were like, shoes, It's too hot for that.
Hey,
The other
Gav.
catch on that is
Black.
like, oh, two of you are wearing similar colors. Here's a bag of shirts.
Yeah, the bag of
Yeah.
shirts.
Which never worked for me. I used to have to bring half my freaking wardrobe because I was like, A, can't wear the shirts that everybody else is wearing because that's going to be a dress. B,
Yep.
like...
Well, the thing was, the
I have
bag
to
of
bring
shirts
clothes.
were my old shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd cleared out my wardrobe and I'm like, here's a bag of shirts. And then half of that just gravitated into Tom's wardrobe. Half the shirts you see Tom wear now are my old shirts.
I think there's two. There's
When
two
Tom
that I
pulls
still
out
wear.
The Newfound Glory
Newfound Glory
shirt.
shirt.
that is my shirt.
And we used to bring two shirts to set because we couldn't wear the same shirt in both.
Yep.
And nowadays we're like, oh, I'll just shoot 5 werewolf videos in a
Now we
row.
do werewolf and it's like, you sit down, you play many games in one row. Go, 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 go.
Darkside has a point. Tom only has 4 shirts, so it doesn't matter for
Yeah,
him.
and
'cause
3
he's
of
a
them are
cartoon
probably next to me
character.
right now. Not true.
I'm pretty sure you're wearing an outfit that's like pretty much the
This
same
is
as
all
your
I wear.
goddamn.
Like,
no,
all the
but that's
time.
like, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much exactly the same as your freaking cartoon character that I drew of you.
Pretty close. But yeah, back to filming things. We used to, if you look at the lovely photo of Callum and Reese and I playing test match cricket, we used to replace all the stuff on the shelves every single time we filmed. Everyone involved would like have a shelf that they got to decorate themselves.
Yeah,
That
you
was
say
the best
replace, but those shelves were torn down every day.
No, the shelves weren't torn down. They were just moved out of the way.
Well, look, that's what I mean. But you can't move a full shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to
Those-
move them and we had to put stuff on them every time.
And we
Thank
all
you,
had boxes and
Boardgames.
stuff.
Thank you.
Those shelves were so flimsy.
Oh,
Well, they
yeah.
were flimsy because they didn't have the backings on them because we decided that we weren't going to put the backings on.
Which was still a
And
good call,
that-
in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess because like when you look at the photo, if you like bring it up like that, in
The
the
next
one,
photo
you can see like
down,
there's
yeah.
the blue in the background, whereas if it was just like the white, then
White.
it's like it
Yeah.
would have been all right as well. Like that yellow is pretty obnoxious.
Oh, cheers, Tom.
Oh, hey, Smashley.
Hey,
Thank you for the biddy, Smashley.
Test match cricket was a fun one to film. It was like our first attempt at a funny video, and that was
Oh.
literally we
It
were
was
gonna
our first
play it like a
attempt at a
real
skit.
video, like a real playthrough, and have like a bit of humor. And then we started reading the rules, and that game is garbage.
Yeah, so
Actual garbage.
the actual plan for Test match cricket, and I'm so happy that we never filmed a proper thing. So we were supposed to do a proper, I think it was, we were
Playthrough.
going to do a proper duel episode, and it was going to be me and Tom. And we know nothing about cricket. So it's already off to a great start.
What are you talking about?
And
I
then-
went to the first 2020 match in WA. I know cricket.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I know nothing about cricket. Tom is the expert on cricket, apparently. But we, a friend of mine had lent us the game. And then there's photos of me ironing. the
I
fucking
was just trying to remember where they were put up and if I could find them.
But
Rule of
yes,
thumb, Tom's organizational system is questionable.
Yeah, what are you
so-
talking about?
classic.
Will we find any of these photos? Who knows?
I keep playing with what's left of my hair, and it's frustrating me. But yeah, so we're gonna film an episode, and then we're like, oh, let's just do like a test play, figure out how it goes, and we were just like, this game fucking.
I don't think we even got to test play.
sucks.
Just reading the rules and trying out them, like the ball firer. We're like, no. So then we just
Like this game is
we
not,
just
is not
set it up.
playable.
We set it
Yeah,
up.
like-
You'd bought VB. We had zinc. Oh no, we had to go and buy the zinc, which you see on our faces. We grabbed my granddad's bowling hat, and then we just filmed dumb things. Like we
Yeah, and
every single shot. If you haven't watched that video, it's one of the best things we ever made. Go and watch it on YouTube. It's one of the few videos that's been copyright claimed. So
yeah,
any
watch
ad money
and
goes
then
to
watch
Channel
a few
9.
more just so we can get ad revenue.
But
Except I'm
we filmed for like 4 or 5 hours. Every single time we managed to hit the ball made it into the video because it was only like 4 times. And just as we filmed, we came up with dumb ideas. We're like, oh, we should have streakers. Oh, we should have security guards. We just got meeples out of Carcassonne and put them in and made them run around the thing. And then we're like, here you go, Chris, edit it.
It was
Still
so
think
good. He had a
my favorite thing about Test Match is the box says it's for 2 to 22 players, in the assumption that every person is going to be controlled by someone different.
Thank you for the hydrates, Ashley.
Such a bad game.
So
Such
that
a
was
bad
that was a
game.
fun video. And then we added an extra shelf and we started doing some live streamed content. Our first. Let me see if I can find some of that quickly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That Test Match thumbnail is the best.
It is a great thumbnail.
That is beautiful, and that's got. I think that's the only video that has all 3 of the more boys
Yeah.
in there.
Jeremy helped on 1 or 2 streams.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just like, Jeremy, can you come and be in a crowd? He's like, and I'm like, there's food. He's like, all right, then. We drove back home, picked him up. And then he was a great actor. He was like, what are you doing? Get out of the way.
Jeremy, good boy.
What a time.
Boy, Jeremy.
Stream.
That first stream. It's
Yeah,
Spartacus,
can you
right?
remember what our first stream was?
Yeah, I want to
Spartacus.
say Spartacus. No, it was Cosmic Encounter.
Cosmic Encounter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let me share
Spartacus
this
was the
bad
second
boy.
one.
Spartacus
Oh,
was the
way.
second one.
oh, look at how much hair I have on my head. Oh, hold on, I gotta put a hat on. This is making me self-conscious.
PTSD.
Oh, where's it gone? There we go.
dude, look
Reach
at those
nowhere in
cams.
black. Come on.
Yeah,
And
Too much
I
black,
have an
too much black.
handsome button-nosed
Look at those cameras,
face,
though.
and
So
do you
good.
also sell drugs?
I remember I was so excited when we
Just-
started.
just-
I hope you like that,
Lachlan did
Alex.
let us wear black.
Why are you guys touching my nose?
We're at 11 viewers,
Hell
which is
yeah.
more than I
Oh.
expected, so thank you.
Well, I mean,
Woo,
that's
look at
like
that.
So
Or
little-
it's-
Why did we
Sorry.
just
Little
never
bit
get
of-
a tablecloth for that goddamn table?
yeah.
I
Like,
don't know.
Why did we just never get a tablecloth for that table? We just should have. And then, like, we eventually got one for the new studio. We're like,
Yeah, that's
We're big
that's
dumms.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
absolute dummies.
You know what? That's on me. I was the set designer. Didn't get a tablecloth. My
I
B.
get special power. 11
some
viewers
lucky
was exciting, and then
guys.
we've got more.
Yeah. And now we're like, 22.
Oh, and then
Oh,
there were
what a
times when the
haircut.
cameras didn't work, and everything.
What was that?
Like I just pulled up a Carcassonne stream that we did, Carcassonne with like too many expansions, and this just. Let me share this quickly.
dude, was that the one? Because, like, the dragon was. Dragon Princess
Just look
was
at look at
Oh,
that
yeah.
setup. Like, it's so bad.
That's
We
so
were
jank.
learning. We were learning.
And so
And this was when we streamed like once a month.
Yeah.
Like that was.
it was a big.
We
deal.
were lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until COVID hit that we actually started streaming properly. Up until then, we were doing it.
We'd committed to like a weekly stream for board
Yeah.
games, but everyone streamed
that was
more
it.
often.
Do you remember
we
as
did,
well that I was still writing my thesis because I was still in uni?
Yep.
I remember there was this one time that I had to be on the stream and I played and luckily I like died or something or I didn't have to play the second game. And so there's me sitting in the garage in the hotbox balancing my laptop on my lap while everybody's like trying to play and I'm like, ugh.
Madly typing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we mentioned it, but the lights were so hot in there that we streamed those ones in like December and January, and we had to do a Sunday night just to like
Yeah.
just to do it because it was those lights made that garage so hot.
And the like
so hard.
drink break that we have now back then was, all right, everybody, go
Get out.
outside, air yourself out.
Oh, do you remember when I made you do exercises to warm up the video?
Yes.
We should bring that back.
Salmon.
Jumping jacks, like.
We should bring that back. Should bring it back.
Nah.
I'll
nah.
make you do some sit-ups, Lachlan. You can do
ball
some V sit-ups.
exercises.
And then
Speaking
I'll
of
stream it to
Carcassonne,
Instagram.
Speaking of
Carcassonne.
Carcassonne, I remember one Sunday after it was after a party because I know we filmed in the afternoon because half of us were going to be hungover, but we did like a time lapse of Carcassonne at the old studio. Did we ever do anything with that footage?
No.
No, I think we were
That
just
was just a
trying it to
test.
see what it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it ended up expanding too far outside of the bounds of the actual frame.
Okay.
Didn't we try to make music with that? Wasn't there that music video that we put up?
No, did I use Carcassonne or did I use?
Hold on, I'm watching it now because I'm actually looking at our YouTube channel and I'm like, oh, there's some banger videos here. Also, guys, you know what? Guys, go back and watch some of the banger videos that we had. There's a whole period where we did video games.
Oh, we didn't even touch on that. It was literally because it was too hot to film, but we still wanted to do every Wednesday, so we filmed video games.
That's right. We filmed inside on the couch.
And we made Callum host.
It's
well.
It's so funny looking at the views fluctuate, right? So it's like, Matt, your friends, 73 views. And then, because we did it, we did duels and then we did video game videos. Yeah. So it's like, Matt, your friends, 73 views. Kahuna, 2.7k views. Towerfall, 146 views. Jaipur, 8.1k views. Like nobody watched them, and
nobody watched them, but we were like, well, still, it'll be pumping stuff out. It'll be fine. And I like distinctly remember, because it was like the rules were 2 people in the hothouse.
Yep.
Because that was fine. That wasn't too many bodies, or on the couch in the aircon. Because we were like, we cannot do this. We cannot do this. It's not gonna work. Like, and I still remember because I've got like terrible circulation, and so I'd be in the hothouse being like, this is actually nice. I can feel my feet. And then I like look over to Tom or Reese and they're like, be out of here. I was like, what are you talking about? I had jumpers on in some of those
you're
streams.
crazy. Go back and watch some of the 2-player stuff. Bree's a crazy person.
Dude, Chris religiously wears jumpers and jeans.
Yeah, it's true.
Even in the summertime.
And beanies.
He's a madman.
Because being cold is not good.
But if it's 40 degrees, it's not cold. Like,
I have to go and get a drink. I keep trying to message Tamara to bring me my water bottle, and she's not listening to me. So
pretty great.
I'll return in a second.
So that do I still have any old thumbnails anywhere?
I actually have an interesting story about the red headlights, because I believe when we upgraded to the LEDs, I was still doing work with Schwa, the wrestling company. Right, this was before everything went to shit. But so I then had paid. I believe I'd paid Tom, if not. The Tom owes you money, Tom, not me.
I think that all got sorted.
Yeah. And then we used those lights to film Schwa promos, and then like that was fine up until like a year or so later, where one of the lights caught fire, and melted the bulb to the light, and forever fucked that light. And I'm like, I'm glad we don't use these lights anymore. Like,
yeah, they weren't good. I remember they exploded on us a couple of times. We always had spare bulbs, and then one time we used
the baking paper on the front.
No. Like, so this was the actual like connector on the inside. So like, what I was filming a guy, and the guy's like, "Is that okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it."
Wouldn't they? They buzzed and like, did it, and like, yeah.
Because I was like, "Oh, the bulb's dying. Don't worry about it." Turned around, there's smoke coming from the light, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then I walked up, and it just went, and like, oh, that's fire.
So good. And then we had to move out of that place, and so we were so this was
Mogura Moon, yes. So after they exploded, we kept using them because that's all we had.
That's all we had. we basically, we've always managed to like take December and January off, and it worked out because that's when Lachlan was moving house, and so then we were looking for a new place, and the choices were either the room that Callum is currently in, or what now has the studio. And this is not what it first looked like when we walked in. I think we do have a blank photo of the room somewhere, but we're like, all right, let's set up we went and chose new what are they called? Shelves from IKEA, which I think these ones are called Billy, which is hilarious. Yeah. And we're like, we set up the camera and went, all right, we've got that table is already there, but we had to bring our own chairs, and someone can tell the chair story in a bit. And then we went, all right, so this needs more more color, more shelves, more everything. But the new lights, you can see in the reflection, we got new lights there. We originally were going to have like a board in the back that we could put stuff on, but that was just a cluster truck and a half. It never happened. So we just
Can you
went
make the picture a bit bigger, Tom? Sorry.
Yeah. There you go, big picture.
Oh, nope.
No?
There we go. Oh, we look so bored.
Well, yeah, Lachlan was talking.
I look so concerned as well.
Let's talk about something serious. Chris looks like Ali G,
Yep.
which is just always
Sure
great.
does.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I stole the idea of the shelves from Loading Ready Run, and I don't know if anyone else watches them or watched them, but I was just like, this is what their set looks like, and we could totally do something like this. And then those are the exact shelves that they use.
Yeah. God, it makes me
The
realize
exact same shelves
like
that lots of people use actually.
they're just
'cause,
so
like,
good.
There's a few board gaming channels. It's like if you're not using the Kallax from IKEA, then these are the second.
Because I don't
like,
think these are
the next ones
available
to
in
use.
America. That's the thing. They're
They
available
are,
in Canada, which is where Loading Ready Run film, but a lot of America
Yeah.
don't have these available to them. As far as I'm aware. Americans, feel free to tell me wrong, but I've just
feel like
realized
that's
that we bought spare lights to go in the shelves, because that's a thing that we do. We buy like you can see them here. There's no lights in these shelves. We added them. We've never had to replace them.
No, those lights
Those
have
lights
been...
have lasted. They were like $5 at. Watch our IKEA video, and you can see us buy some lights. And they've just lasted forever.
Yeah, they have. They're so good. They're honestly like everything. Just like the smallest detail, right? Like lighting has just changed
Well, yeah, if
everything
you have
so
a
dramatically.
have a look to the next picture.
Yeah, speaking
Yeah.
of
So
lighting
much
changing
better.
dramatically.
Like, if
Remember
you
when
look
I
at me
told
here,
you we should have colored lights?
mm,
I was so against it. I was like, no, this is gonna be shit. And Tom's like, oh, and we can make chat interact with them, and I'm like, oh, that's dumb. They're gonna
Hey,
ruin
chat,
stream.
exclamation your favorite color.
Yeah.
I have a video to show you on that.
And this photo literally that photo was literally me going, well, I was wrong. Fuck. Because we set the lights up, and then I was just like, fuck, what a good call. Like that was. I'm a big idiot. Like
okie dokie. So
yeah, well, there we go.
I'm
look, we're even using
have a
we're
look at
even
this.
using like
magician will now change the
we're
color
using a
of the
shotgun light
lights.
here as well.
Oh, this room's so clean.
So clean. Look, the roof is like doesn't have shit on
Yeah. Oh man, I fear the day when we move out of that room and we have to like repaint everything.
it. It'll be fine. I'm an expert painter.
Ready
now.
for
Now
the best
Reese will
part?
change his enthusiasm. No.
What?
I have no idea. Like, I just found this on the Google Drive and was like, all right, that's getting played tonight.
That's
how-
hilarious.
doing this, but
So
I think that's the problem. We've done so much rap.
yeah.
Cranky Reese is something else.
Like, you guys remember the it was around the same time as we did that IKEA filming thing that we did where Reese gave Lachlan a belated birthday present. Because we had that idea that we were like, we're gonna vlog, we're gonna do life out west, and we did like poo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the
'cause we-
summertime
we-
was really hot, and then we didn't get around to doing a lot of stuff outside, because doing stuff outside is still really time consuming.
we realized we didn't do much at all, like other than rock up, film, go home, like you know.
Oop, no,
And that's what it kind of turns into a bunch of the time as well, unfortunately.
I'm just looking through old GIFs. Yeah, and that's kind of been the thing that was always going to happen. Like, we want to have more time to do stuff, but it doesn't always work out.
Which is fine.
So this is a random collection of GIFs that I have.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, good start. Good start.
Oh no, the start's this.
I mean, you might need to make it a bit bigger, but yeah, classic. Sheriff Reese, everyone's
Dude, that
favorite,
Sheriff-
everyone's most recent favorite character.
Sheriff Reese was ridiculous.
It's magical.
with,
What was that?
Watch the new werewolf.
Yeah, our most
I think
recent
it's-
werewolf videos.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, is that the one where we like totally outed Beck and we're like it's 50-50?
No, Sheriff. No, I don't
No,
think
because
so.
I've seen the one
Sheriff
that you
Reese.
outed back.
Sheriff Reese was the one where just Reese took over at the start, and I totally
Dude,
lost
that is
it.
the best. If it, you need that without like the text on it, because
Without
that
the
is
text.
just like absolutely amazing.
Right, what's next?
That is hilarious.
What?
It's the lazy eye that does it for me.
I'll leave my lazy eye alone.
I always forget about it, and then it's like just slightly off.
It's my eye. It has the subtlest lazy eye.
It's because
It's-
it's like it's trying to adjust as you've come out from darkness,
Yeah.
and you're like your attention's going one way.
It moves. Like, look at his left eye.
Just imagine one of my eyes is always waking up from a nap. That's
That's so good. That's so good.
oh my god.
Beck's just really happy about something. Wow, I forgot just how blue Beck's hair was. Like, it's been that
Yeah.
faded green for so long this year.
He's had some colours.
Yeah. She's getting some new hair done in a couple of weeks.
Getting her hair did.
That's because that's our meme. We chat to each other. We're like, who needs therapy when you have coloured hair?
Oh,
Oh my god, Bruce.
Uh,
Just a meme.
Can
I
you just like
am a
send
human
these to me?
meme.
Are they in that
yeah.
folder?
No, these are just on my computer, but I will I'll
Can you
get them
send
all
them
up.
to me? I
Yeah.
need these so when we're at work,
Everyone
we
needs
use
these.
Teams, and I can just have Reese
Yes.
in like the teams.
Ah,
We should just
I
make
feel like
our
I
own
put this
GIF.
one up. Maybe I didn't put this one up for a follow GIF.
Dude, that's
It's
so
a
good.
good
That's
one.
such
though.
a good one. Why is that not part of our rotation?
Dude, why did
Alright, I'll
Bree
make
get
sure
a good
that's
one
up.
and everyone else got something ripping on them?
Oh no, there's some shitty ones.
Because he misses me.
That is fair. Bree
That's fair.
barely rocks up anymore. It's just.
Hey!
Hey, have you met
It's
Sean or
fine, Bree.
Callum?
Bree, it's the crippling drug addiction. It's
What's
okay. We understand.
No. It's because I'm trying to have a crippling drug addiction. It's really
She's
difficult.
failing at having a crippling drug
I'm
addiction.
failing at having a drug addiction. They won't give me the drugs, Reese. They won't give me the drugs.
Oh god.
That's
I don't
what
know
else,
the drugs
goddamn.
I wish this was a GIF, but
Wow. Oh, what a photo.
oh no,
what
it's a video.
Billy,
It's a video?
God.
piece of shit.
Oh, this is so.
Fuck Billy. What a piece of shit.
What?
Billy.
Play that again.
Piece of
That's.
shit.
Dude, put it on repeat.
There is no repeat button in here,
Uh,
but it's literally just a video. I've got to. All right, let me take the.
Lachlan looks so angry.
Oh, I remember what this is now. All right, so it starts with Lachlan saying, speaking of swearing,
Fuck Billy. What a piece of shit.
like great.
Most of the outtakes are just me swearing
you,
at the
Kai.
camera.
That is fair.
Just a video of Lachlan saying,
Fuck you, Kai.
and then
Reese, you're all right.
what were
My
we
favorite.
filming?
Love letter. That was when we were doing all the love letter
love you,
comparisons.
Billy.
Right.
I'm gonna send him that.
You can tell
Yeah.
because there's love letter on the
Still,
table,
yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, there it is.
Cthulhu
Oh, I got
love
that.
letter.
Bree just having a bad time.
I don't know what I was.
You probably got
That's
princessed. You probably
Is
got
this
princessed.
the video that Chris got princess like 7 times in a row?
No, that was the
No.
first love letter.
Okay.
That
And
is
every
classic
love
Chris.
letter from there
Yeah.
on after.
Every love letter game with Chris is
You just gotta ask
him
him.
getting princessed. Yeah.
Someone's gonna get princess, and it's probably gonna be Chris.
It's either are you the princess or are there guns here, right? Like, Why haven't we played Spyfall? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
we
bringing
really
this up
should.
now.
We could literally
Why
play
have we not
Spyfall
played
right now.
Spyfall?
We could play Spyfall
Ah.
right now.
Oh god.
That is peak Reese bandana, baseball shirt. Ah, what a fine specimen.
Good.
He's
good
single,
one,
ladies.
Lachlan. Not for long.
Dude, it's
That's
the,
the
like,
crippling drug
it's like the
addiction kicking in.
muscles in the side of my like. It's like my. It's like the whole way somehow.
Oh, man.
Uncanny, like puppeteering.
Lachlan has. He can strain his face in the most amazing ways. I've never seen anyone else be able to strain his face the way Lachlan does.
And we just, all you gotta do is we just gotta play werewolf with him. And then
Yes,
his
yeah.
face just like,
Couldn't even keep a straight face.
Oh, the dabs.
I think we're resetting a camera, which is why there's not someone next to me. That's something that happens a lot when we're filming. Someone has to get up and restart the cameras because they'll either die or something will go on.
Hopefully,
Except
not for
for-
long.
Except for last Saturday, where it's runs like smooth as.
Oh, did you get
Yeah.
it working?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Nice.
Because I'm
yeah.
not a big Galumba.
Hey, look, man, I was too busy setting everything else up.
Dude, I looked at it and I was like, huh, this isn't working.
remember that time when we all started filming, like way back when, and there was a couple of times that we ended up like looking back at the footage and going,
Oh,
"Does
that
it sound
focus.
focused?"
Yeah. It still
Bro,
happens.
I hate how I look in that video. I love the video, but I look like such a fat piece of shit. I looked at that and I'm like, oh, bro.
I think this is like
that's-
the only video that my bosses have watched because it was like the most popular one. And I didn't realize until later. Like my big boss was calling me because he was on a boat in like, I don't know, where's somewhere in Europe where people are still on boats.
Venice.
Yeah, something like that. And he's like, "Why were you guys standing so far apart?" And I'm like, "What? Are you, we never stand far apart." And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, "Oh, he watched this video."
It's because COVID, man. 1.5, right?
It's like
Right.
the wonders of editing.
Yeah. We're not even in the same room. Like that's 2 different rooms.
We still haven't played Seasons.
Seasons is great. Oh, this
Yeah.
what a classic. When I was still learning how to make GIFs be good quality.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
How good are gifts?
Yeah.
Hey, is that the GIF that started the meme?
Oh,
Yes,
T-Rex
T-Rex
arms?
arms?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait,
the
I
T-Rex-
have
That was
it
always-
T-Rex
somewhere.
arms have been
That was
around
always
for a
a
while.
thing.
It was always a thing.
Yeah.
My little T-Rex arms.
Short arm gang. Here we go.
Oh, why is this
Reese
one not
is
in the
very
rotation?
emotive.
Couple little finger guns.
I forgot I did the crocodile clap. I can't remember why I did the crocodile clap.
Ah,
Google
Billy
it.
explosion.
It'll be there somewhere.
Oh man, my mind's blown.
Oh,
Oh, that's so good. Dude, how good's Kahuna in the background?
Oh, what a game.
Kahuna
game.
is such a good game.
Such a good game.
Banger of a game. Aussie Botchamania Crocodile Clap. Ah,
Yeah,
those are words.
that is correct. Aussie Botchamania crocodile clap.
Oh.
What?
I
Yeah, what?
it's a wrestling thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
What was the was this magic or was this Star Realms?
this was.
So he's
This was-
praying so that he doesn't get booped by something, or someone's
I
gonna
want to say
take
it's
something
Star
from him.
Realms.
I'm fairly certain it's Star Realms.
No, it's
I'm fairly c-
Mechanica. I
Oh,
can see it in the
Mechanica.
name.
Oh!
Yeah, when you weren't
Yes.
getting anything in Mechanica.
Oh yes, and I was like,
Don't you
I'm
fucking
gonna
dare.
hunt you down in the parking lot, Tom. Oh, yeah, and all of you afterwards were like, were you like legit angry? Like,
You
I
would've
think
been.
I scared all of you after that.
You and I have always been really good at that though, Reese. Like, I've fully broken down in laughing tears and like mental breakdown, and you're like, "Arr!" And then after the stream, people are like, "Are you guys okay?" And we're like,
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
we're fine. We're perfectly fine.
I played everyone in the Battlestar Galactica.
Kai
I was
replacing.
like crying.
Oh, I fucking
Everyone's
hate
like,
you.
"Is Brie
I
okay?"
hate it. Dude, people
I
literally
was
messaged my friends and were like, who were on stream, and like, oh, everything about it.
You made Brie
You know,
cry.
I don't trust Brie ever again.
No, you
right?
can't,
She
ever.
got so emotional in one of the games that she started crying, and I felt bad for her.
And you
because
were on
we
her
ganging up
team.
on her.
She was helping
And then
you.
you know what? And then you know what happened? She stabbed me in the motherfucking back. She stabbed me in the back, and I was like, "You cried. You cried."
That
wolf,
was when
so
the
hard."
nerds learned that I can cry on command.
No, that's it. I was like, "That's it." Whenever you're crying, you're just crying wolf, and I can't trust you.
Never again. I'm just glad we've had Kai to replace Brie as our sex appeal.
Yeah. Can we just take a moment?
Oh,
How ridiculously attractive is Kai? I'm sorry. He is one of the most handsome men I've met. Like,
Can he grow a beard?
Crush.
no, that's the only thing he can't grow.
That's
Oh,
Reese's
me.
response to Kai.
Oh,
Could you imagine if Kai could grow a
being
beard?
so
though?
handsome.
If Kai had like the ability to grow like something that was like super thick and
Oh.
like some
Someone
nice
just needs to
stubble.
Photoshop this, but with Reese's beard on it.
What? Like,
Damn it.
ah,
We're looking at
Alright,
gifs
Beck.
and talk about how attractive Kai is.
Beck's back. I mean, I'd fuck him. That's.
See? Beck's reaction to Kai.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, God damn it.
That's so good.
Was it Rainbow Six? You guys are talking about Siege and peeking around corners?
What if you take around corners? This is how you play Siege.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
just-
that's how you play Siege. That's the meta.
That is how you go down a hallway.
They
Kai-
can't
Kai
cut your head if you
just
have something in the same
walked
spot.
Just
This is sexy boy.
Oh, hey, Kai. How you doing? Oh. Oh.
I think I made this and instantly sent it to Kai's partner. I was like, here you go. And she's like, thank you very much.
Oh.
I just love Arthur's dead stare in the background.
Kai, have you been here the whole time, or did you literally just
Over
walk
the
in at
other
that
shoulder.
moment?
I haven't seen him chat, so I'm assuming.
No,
he's there.
he's just walked in.
That's amazing. That is
Oh
incredible.
no! Me and
Oh,
Chris
God.
went shopping buddies with grapes.
Oh, we need to do a long stream again at some point because that just devolves into madness so
We
much.
went crazy. I won that
Crazy.
game though.
Do you remember
The
this
one
was
that
the
Chubby
start of
Bobby did.
2020 when the worst thing happening was bushfires in Australia?
Yeah.
Dude.
Free.
When Brie realizes she's fucked up.
Dude, this gift goes on for ages.
It does. It's not even,
God
oh.
damn.
No, it's already looped 10 times.
Oh, that is.
Dude, she'll cry on
Goddamn.
demand. Just wait for it.
And she's still
I think she-
managing to talk. I wish we had a video of it.
And then Chris just comes in.
Bree's sassy stares.
Yeah.
When I had one
Oh,
of my very
Brie.
many mental breakdowns and just chopped all my hair off again.
That looks nice.
Shout out to Josh at Pirate. He got gifted a subscription earlier. I don't know if he's still here.
Dude, that single frame that is not in it.
Yeah, I've had to learn how like GIFs export weirdly. I've got to give it an extra frame.
Yeah, there's a learning curve with GIFs. I found that out doing I used to do GIFs for the wrestling company, and that was there's certainly beautiful chef kiss.
That is magnificent.
Yeah. There's some good GIFs, man. There's some good stuff.
Classic. The classic GIF.
Oh, Reese in the brain tank.
You're just playing the drums, Drew.
It's I mean, yeah, that's also me. Like, but like, that's me in the think tank. That's me writing on whiteboards, man. Like, fuck.
Having a
Alright,
good time.
yeah,
I
maybe-
think
Maybe there's a lot of gifts of me just playing drums.
that's true. That's all I've got in my gifts folder at the moment, and now I've just got like a whole, just so many folders full of stuff. Emotes, all our emote folders. Remember when we were first setting up streams where we had to be like, all right, this is what our sound's gonna be, this is what the gift's gonna be, and we just happened to find the one picture. There was one thing before we were focusing on Lachlan. It was the start of a video, and Lachlan gave the finger guns, and that's where finger guns came from.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
like, this is what our when you follow what the picture's gonna be, and because of that, finger guns are a thing. So finger guns
Oh
in
yeah,
chat.
because it's the like.
Yeah, so
eyebrow
so
thing,
blame
I'm
Lachlan
pretty
for the
sure.
finger guns.
Yeah.
Haha,
Yeah,
what a
you
bloody
like-
legend. Here's some finger guns.
Yeah.
All the
Uncanny.
little things that just happen.
It's like it's like the name Nerds of the West. Right?
Yeah,
That
let's go back
came-
that far. It was literally
Yeah.
just a Discord server Lachlan had made, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
actually
like
remember
our.
that. We hijacked
it was our-
Lachlan's Discord channel.
Yeah, we had a Discord server before this one, and we called it Nerds of the West. And we had, I don't know how long we had it before we ended up taking it, but we were like spitballing names. We were like, board this, table
We
that.
were
Yeah.
spitballing for like 3 months.
It was a
And then-
long time.
And then I was just like, well, what about Nerds of the West? Which is already our Discord name. We were like,
That's a good
yes, what a good name.
Mm.
So we just
Wasn't
took
it 'cause-
our Discord server name.
all the names we were spitballing were going to be like essentially like video category names. It was going to be like, as you said, like board this would be like, oh, but that would only be for like specifically the board game section. And like, every name we came up with wasn't like an overarching channel name. It was like a specific category, and we're like, yeah, none of them work.
Yeah, and it's like this obviously amalgamation of being like, cool, we're nerds. We're more like geeks, but we're like nerds. We enjoy a bunch of everything, and then the West is just because of like obviously our location more than anything. And we've
Like,
just kind of
we're
rolled
cowboys.
into this like
Yeah.
cowboy western country aesthetic, which is still cool because it's like something a little bit different as well.
But
Like-
we're also kind of all like, how did we get here? Like, we'll take it. But how
know
did
what?
we get here?
Cactuses are pretty cool.
What is the official pronunciation of Notw? Darkside stands by Notw,
Not
which I
Notw?
appreciate,
Aw.
but I say it Notw.
Yeah, NOTW is
Yeah.
just what we call it.
If anyone else has any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, we're going to keep just reminiscing about. I do miss Wednesdays. Like, everyone around on a Wednesday was so much fun.
Yeah.
I miss
Back
it as
when we all
well.
had Wednesdays off.
Yeah.
I remember we all planned our schedule at work. We were like, everyone's got Wednesdays off. Cool, I'm gonna book Wednesdays
we
off.
were like, yeah,
Yeah.
we all good. And then we all got like adult jobs.
Did we?
Yeah,
When we started,
Half
Me,
of our members
Callum,
aren't
and
even
Tom-
native to WA, so
you know, but me, Callum, and Tom were working retail still.
a lot of us were working
Frickin-
retail.
Yeah, you were in retail.
You were
Reese was
office works,
working in
I
a
remember that.
bottle store. Like,
Yeah.
we were all like, yeah, what's a real job? And then we all got real jobs, and we were like, ah!
It
I
was
don't wanna
Macca's.
Felix, I think there's a clip of it somewhere. Otherwise, I'm going back through my messages
back.
with Jimmy because I
Damn, okay.
know I sent it. God, yeah, Billy was at.
I think
Wow.
you sent it to him for
Oh.
his birthday.
Yeah, so I'm seeing if I send it to him on a message or.
Tom was destroying over 200 chickens, wasn't he?
No, that was
150
unfortunately previous.
Yeah, that was a bit later.
Yeah.
That's how me and Tom met. We were working retail together.
We literally started on the same day.
We did. 150 plus chickens.
Cheryl just snapped me. She goes, "I'm just watching for the chair story."
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
haven't brought up the
I've
chair
been
story
waiting to
yet.
bring it up.
All right. Who wants to tell the Billy? Do you want to
Dude,
tell
can
the
you-
chair story?
Tom, can you bring up the photo? Bring it up.
Bring up which
I
I don't
photo.
even know the chair story.
Which photo do you want?
Because we found it in Tom's
The new
car.
set.
He tried to hide it.
So
What are you talking about?
We
I didn't
had-
hide anything.
Can I jump in the
when we
Discord if I'm
moved,
only audio?
when we moved,
Yeah,
children,
just
let me
pull up
tell
your
you a
phone or your
story
computer.
Oh,
of
do
the
it with
time that
earphones.
the chair story.
So loud.
Buckle up, sit back, and enjoy this exciting ride. So when we moved from our old studio, which was in a garage, we didn't know what to do with our table and chairs. So they lived at Tom's house for a little while in his garage. We moved them from my old garage and we hoisted them over to Tom's house. And so his parents' garage had all our backboards, a table, and a bunch of chairs all just holed up in his garage, taking up a bunch of room while we had our hiatus as we moved out of the old studio. Then, eventually, we found our new location of where we were going to move the studio to, a la the new one with the lights and everything, and where we are now. And we were tossing up between moving into Tom's room and moving into like this new place, which we decided to move away from Tom because Tom lives 700 years away from everyone else. And then we ended up moving. We're setting up. We're doing all these things, and we sit down and we go, I think we're meant to have 6 chairs, but we've only got 5 here. And it's like, Tom's like, no, we only have 5 chairs. It's like, no, we definitely have 6 chairs. 100%.
What are you talking about?
No, we definitely only had 5. It's like, no, Tom, we definitely had 6 chairs.
I could only find 5
Do you
chairs.
know where it
That
is?
means we only have 5 chairs.
It's like, no.
So it was a good,
Yeah.
what, like 2 months?
So yeah,
Yeah.
it was a few months, and I'll take over from here. So Tom had successfully convinced us there's 5 chairs,
No, he didn't convince anybody. He did not convince me one fucking bit.
but so we rock up to the set, and I walk over to Tom's car, and I'm like, hey man, and Tom's like, hey man, how's it going? Pulls out a chair, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. He goes, what are you talking about?
You missed the entire segment in between that where we were just like, we had 6 chairs. We definitely did. And it's like, no, we definitely only have 5. It's like, Tom, it is at your house somewhere, and you cannot find this chair.
It's
And
gonna
like,
be in
no,
your
no, I
room
have
under
looked
some clothes.
It's like, I've looked everywhere, and we're just like, no, you haven't, because if you'd looked everywhere, you would have found the fabled 6th chair.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like Chris or someone was like, hey, it's probably in a room under a pile of pile of clothes. And it's like, oh, yeah. Had a laugh about it. Tom looked his house over again, still can't find it. And we're like, this chair's lost. Tom has legitimately lost it somehow, or he's blind, which is evident as well. And so, yeah, one day,
chair,
Reese
and
goes
I'm
out
like,
to the car, and he's like, what the fuck, man?
what is this? What have you done? And he's like, oh yeah, so I found the chair. And I'm like, oh, Tom, where was it? Where was it? And he goes, oh, under a pile of clothes.
In my defense, my grandmother had taken it to use as her putting clothes on pile for when she'd iron stuff. So I couldn't see it anywhere because it was under a pile of
The
clothes.
worst part is, Tom, it's like we were like,
died.
there is a 6th chair, and you know what? It's probably under a pile of clothes. You should probably look there. And you
Definitely
know
not a
what?
sixth chair.
We told you exactly where it would be without us knowing where it would be, and you still couldn't.
You know me so well.
If you know Tom, you know there's never just one pile of clothes though.
Yeah.
Bro, we were in the studio the other day, and we were looking for the green screen, and everyone's like, we can't find it. Who was in here last? Someone, can you find, like, anyone seen the green screen? We need it. We can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, all right, fuck you guys. So I like have a little of a squeeze, and I'm like, it's right here. You guys are absolutely blind. It is right here in the room. It did not even leave the room. It was in a stack of board games. So it was like board game, green screen, board game.
To be fair, we are all blind.
It's
I will
true.
say that is.
Alright, I'm gonna play this video that's been requested by chat.
Oh,
So context, Jimmy is one of my best friends, and I think this may have been the first
he was
time.
in the room.
Yeah, first time he was in the room at our current set.
And we will go on an adventure. Sort this out. So
this.
Oh shit, that was big. That's not good. I am so sorry. Oh. Hey, nothing broke, that's fine. Oh no! Well,
Dude, you know my favorite part is like our go-to for telling anyone when they get in, they go, be really careful.
Don't do a
Get
Jimmy.
really close to
It's
the
don't do a
shelves.
Jimmy, don't do a Billy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Billy was the first one to spill a drink on our tablecloth, and so it's don't do a Billy. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Did it. So long.
But you know what? How many times have you guys hit your head on the crossbar?
So many.
Oh,
None.
originally
None.
Just like a,
Well, yeah,
None.
because you're a short fuck.
Fucking short gang, lads!
I'm a tall fucker. I haven't hit my head.
I love that because when we're all like sitting down at the table, like we all kind of look similar heights. Like obviously Billy and Tom look
Well,
a bit taller, but it's like
we work it. We put the tall people at the back so we're further away
and then
from
we
the cameras.
stand up, and I'm like, "Hey, Lachlan."
Yeah, and that's my head
It's
under
movie magic.
that. That's my head under that arm. Just like,
I'm like,
hey, how you doing?
I got Lachlan.
Terrible.
So good.
Alrighty. Any questions before I go? My headset is actually dying, so
Yeah, Lachlan's got
Convenient.
Lachlan's a sleepy boy.
I'm going to bed.
You should have done what I did and have an impromptu nap.
You love that.
It worked
No.
out so well for
If I
you.
nap-
That was
if I
the
nap,
worst
I
part
cannot
actually.
sleep.
When we first committed to streaming every week, and we streamed at like 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So good.
We were like,
That
we're
was
gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
bullshit.
We'll have the rest of the day, and then we'd finish up at
Oh.
like 12, and you'd get home at 1, and they'd be like, "I'm fucking done. I'm not doing anything all day long."
What is the best sandwich filling? Cheese.
Hot dog.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Cheese.
got
Hot dog's a sandwich.
peanut butter
I'd
and
have to
honey.
say ham and cheese.
I am a big toasted
And
sandwich
grilled.
fan, actually. You like grilled cheese?
Yeah, I rarely ever have a regular sandwich these days. I'll have a toasted sandwich like 9 times out of 10. I just
Yeah,
melted
sure.
cheese with some ham
Oh
and
no.
some tomato.
You can just do so much with cheese.
Yeah, cheese is the ultimate food, right?
And
Like,
you
that's-
can have so many different types of cheese. I had a toasty that was 3 different types of cheese. It was
Oh,
amazing.
I'll have some art in chat for you to see later, Lachlan. Oh, nice.
Peanut butter and
Oh,
honey.
peanut butter and
Mm.
honey
I
is
want to do peanut butter with the
delicious.
creamed honey.
Yes.
I haven't had peanut butter and honey. in a
Ghost
while.
Gal knows what's up.
That does not sound good at all.
It
Also,
is
I love how
best.
Beck is in chat, but she is also not.
It's just so
weird.
she could listen along, because I can't turn my speakers on.
Gotcha.
What is the
Yeah.
dumbest question that has caused an argument between the nerds? Oh, I was already going to bring it up. We've got 7 people here. We can get a definitive answer. Team
Uh-oh.
sword with gun or gun with sword.
I was gonna say, Tom, shut up.
And
You know
like,
what? There's actually a lot of those things that come
yeah,
up.
if you
Like,
poop chicken nuggets, would you eat said chicken nuggets?
No, I
Yes,
hate
they're
that
perfectly
argument.
good chicken nuggets.
Do you remember when we had the argument at Lachlan's house about the router? Like if you
Okay.
unplug the router.
Callum
Well,
not
the-
knowing what a router was.
But
No,
when
I thought it was the Steam. What was it? Steam Link? Steam.
yeah, you were
Callum,
like
who
if you
works in
turn off the
IT.
Wi-Fi, the
No,
Steam
I
Link
I
won't
thought
work.
the Steam Link ran like for an internet connect, like actual internet connection,
Like
not
Wi-Fi,
just
not
Wi-Fi.
just like
Yeah.
LAN, sort of like not local. Yeah, so you were like, if the internet, I don't know, it devolved
Oh,
It
because
was-
nobody would. We just ended up arguing
All
for
right.
like 20 minutes,
Goodbye.
I think.
bye, Lachlan.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
friends.
see you, lovely.
I'm off.
Yeah,
Bye
Lachlan.
now.
Good chatting, and I'll see you guys soon. This weekend I'm not there, but we are playing Australia this weekend.
No.
No,
Nerds
we're
of
doing
the West,
D&D.
baby.
Nerds of the West. Nerds
Also,
of the
I've just realised, why haven't we been spelling it QWEST? Nerds of the West and just add a Q in front of it.
Quest.
Come on,
That's
us.
what
Because
happened.
it's a quest.
Well, Tom, I don't know about that. Nah. See, that's the divisive argument that we have all the time when Tom comes up with anything.
See, that would only work if you use a K, not a Q. So you could do like, it's like when they spell magic,
Alright, I'm
they
out.
spell it like
But, so here's the problem.
See ya.
M-A-G-Y,
Q.
like,
Q belongs at the back of the alphabet with the other dumb letters like W.
Oh, god damn it, Tom.
There's a lot of. This is the thing, right? There is a lot of dumb things that we say.
All temperature should be read in Kelvin.
Tomatoes are bad. Just tomatoes are bad. Nobody likes
Yeah, tomatoes are bad.
tomatoes are bad.
Tomatoes are
Tomatoes are
bad. Yeah.
great.
If you turn tomatoes into soup and sauces, I'm okay with that.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
a bottle of tomato sauce right
Why?
now.
You just
Tomatoes
got a
by
bottle of
themselves
tomato
when they're raw, not good.
I actually have two.
What's the lasagna
Damn,
bullshit?
You don't have two, you have one mustard, one
Dachiota.
tomato. Come on, Reese.
How long is the
I don't
crossbar?
have any.
What?
How long is the crossbar?
The crossbar in the room. That we have the.
the one that we try and decapitate ourselves on.
2.1. It's however wide the room is. I think it's 2.1 meters.
Yeah.
And it's about.
It's wider than that. It's going to be like 3 meters wide.
Yeah.
You have enough room for a table, chairs, and then a bench on each
It might be
side
3
of it.
meters wide. I can't remember exactly. But it's. Yeah, it's about 2. It's about 1.85. It's literally the same height as I am. It's about 1.85 off the floor.
Yeah.
It's distracted because Beck has a stick and I don't know what the stick is.
It's to beat Tom.
Beat Tom.
What's the stick?
What's the lasagna bullshit, Tom? Oh, I remember you had a thing about lasagna.
Lasagna? What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you got one lasagna and put it on top of another lasagna, how many lasagnas would you have?
On lasagna.
It's
still one lasagna.
Still one lasagna.
Yeah, but what if one of the lasagnas was really old, and then you put a fresh lasagna on top of the old lasagna?
Then I would question your sanity.
Is it still the same lasagna?
I would argue it's 2 lasagnas because a finished lasagna has the cheese on top, while you don't put cheese halfway down a lasagna.
Yeah, but you can put a little bit of cheese.
See?
Like a little
You
bit of cheese
also-
is tasty.
A lasagna is also a sandwich, so you have 1 sheet of lasagna pastry top and bottom. So if you put one on top of each other, you have 2 sheets next to each other, which splits
One.
the lasagna.
No.
Next question.
No,
If you-
Lasagna that
no,
kills
no. What if you flip the lasagna upside down, and the 2
Wouldn't matter.
cheeses are meeting?
Oh, okay.
Tasty.
Lasagna
That's
sandwich.
some tasty lasagna. I would eat the chicken nuggets. Team sword with gun. Q belongs at the back of the alphabet with the other weird letters. Everything should be measured in Kelvin.
It's gun with sword.
Sword with gun.
It's gun with sword.
I'm glad in our friend group that these are the controversial opinions that we have, right? Like this is the.
Bumping my question though, what was your personal fave game to record/stream?
Ooh.
That's a tough question.
Actually, I have an answer.
Felix, it's gun with sword because if a gun was able to hold a sword, it would have arms. No, Felix is ass.
I moved
It's
up to
telekinetic, you dickhead. It
conversation.
doesn't have arms. Favorite game
It
to
does
record
have arms.
stream.
Azel in Minecraft.
That was fun.
That's a banger of an answer.
I think as well because we were also like lonely. We were all stuck at home.
Yeah.
And then we were like, let's play games. And then Tom showed us this wonderful Minecraft world full of board games. And we were like, yay. No, that was fun. I love filming Werewolf because every single time we filmed Werewolf,
You forget how to play.
like, no, I'm very good at Werewolf now. But shit goes down. Like, the amount of bull crap that happens. Like, remember the one game where frickin' Chris like messed with our heads by jangling his bracelet when it wasn't his turn. It is a fun game to film because there's chaos.
Well, October 20th, be there.
October 20th?
Yeah, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Bro, I've told you to stop filming on Wednesdays. I've got guitar.
Can't.
You also told us to tell you when we're filming on Wednesdays, so.
No, yes, but I said tell me during the school holidays. I have just had 2 Wednesdays where I didn't have guitar.
And this is welcome to trying to schedule everyone's time together.
Yeah.
I was really, really happy with our seasons stream. Like, it wasn't the most amazing stream, but it was just me, Lachlan, and Reese hanging out. And it was the first time we got the green screen, like, working properly. And the first time I was like, all right, our stream is, like, high quality. Our stream was already pretty high quality, and I wish we could have a better top-down camera, but just it's not cost-effective. But, like, everything in that stream worked perfectly. It was all really nice, and it was just a super fun time.
I can't think of a favorite game that we played. What sticks out to me is, I think, first turn of King of Tokyo, where I rolled 6 points.
Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Costume parties?
When the costume parties, they were always fun. I found that the earlier ones were more fun for me because the later ones, when I played, my costumes got more and more elaborate. And, like, the ghost one last time, I just couldn't breathe. I was like, I'm dying. But that the early one when Callum dressed up as a fairy.
One that sucked.
was a fun one.
I really enjoyed filming
remember
our
that.
first playthrough of Carcassonne until I went back and realized all I had to do was place down one person anywhere and I would have won the game. And it would have been the first time that I won because all throughout our first whole thing of filming, I never won anything.
It was great. It was so funny. I
still
also
hasn't won
never
'cause you
won
cheat.
things. I had this whole because I was new to board games when I came in because I had grown up with Risk. That was my board game exposure because my father was like, this is a game that we play. But I was like, board games are fun. And then there was that stupid voice in the back of my head that was like, I am one of 2 females on this team and I suck at board games and this is not good for the gaming community. Ah! And so then I used to try really hard to not get salty when I lost, but it's because I was putting all this mental pressure on myself. It was bad times.
That's tough.
I don't recommend it.
Billy?
I feel like my favorite moments when I betrayed Pav in Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That was
The
my
rage.
favorite. Oh, that was.
poor man.
I loved that.
You had him in the palm of your hand, and he was willing to
Yeah.
do anything. And
Yeah.
it was
And
That whole day was just crazy. Fitting that many people in the room and then the fires that happened so people couldn't come to dinner. Everything about that day was just insane.
Chaos.
just
Also, because we had to do the
Oh, what a
play-
bloody legend.
Because
His
that was
finger
the
guns.
one day that we could get everyone together.
Yep.
So we also had to play it before we played it because
Yeah.
nobody had played
No,
it.
no one would have any idea.
And we were all like, hi, because half of us hadn't really met. We'd all
No,
heard of
it was
each
all
other,
random
but we
people I
hadn't
dragged in.
met.
Thank you for
And
the
so we
14
were
months
like,
more. I appreciate you running that game for us.
But no, that was the best betrayal, especially because I remember I knew who I was, specifically. And so I knew that someone was bullshitting, but I couldn't prove it because everybody thought I was bullshitting. And I was
Because you're so good at it.
rocking in the corner, no.
the hardest part was at some point, AJ had turned around, furious with me, and she looked me dead in the eye, and I laughed, but no one else noticed. And from that point, I was like, I need to not interact with this person who saw me laugh right in their face about how evil I am.
It's also because I remembered that game, I thought they'd called out my role, and so I started opening my eyes, and then I realized it wasn't, and I went, shit, and closed my eyes, so I had information that I wasn't allowed to have, so I
That's
couldn't
right.
act on it.
you
And I
could've
was
told.
being a really good sport and not acting on the information that I had. But that's why when people were accusing me and I couldn't just be so I saw who's the bad person and I can't tell you.
Yeah, I'm keen for that to get released and try the smaller player count stuff. What are you going to say?
I'm just hearing that shooter than Tom.
It's probably true.
No, because
Wow.
I didn't cheat. That was the whole point.
Wow.
I made a mistake and then immediately capped myself for the entire game.
And that brings us on to other people who've come onto the show. We've had a lot of members from Roll for Damage come and help us out. AJ's come on, all the Derby Dragons crew have come on. Have been a total cutie.
We got to get more members from Roll for Damage on. We got to get Nova and Showgrill on, and because they're really cool people. A lot of the people at Roll for Damage are really cool people, and I'd love to get more of them on, either in a role playing sense or in a board game sense. And I'm not doing this because they just rocked up in chat. I'm not stroking the ego, but no,
We like
cool
hanging out
people.
with people and playing games.
Yeah, that's
so
the
this-
thing. I really I want to play games with a lot of the people that we've sort of befriended over the years, not just in WA, but around the globe. There's
That's why I'm trying to
board
get-
game house.
I'm trying to get games happening on Sundays more.
internationally.
Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons. Hang out in the Discord, see what happens.
Are we? Hey Tom, are we allowed to talk about that game we played last night? Is that fair game?
I'm not sure. I've talked with the crew about it. It'll be happening on Nerds at some point, so I'll just check if there's any. It'll be a fun one to play with people, though. I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
Cappy's asking what the biggest cheat I've swindled you with, which is a hard one because I've never actually cheated. So,
Sorry, what? That is.
Compilation.
Can
right
we
here.
go back
Is a
to
lie.
where did the
Between-
cheating joke start?
When you cheated.
Yeah, when you cheated. It's literally like,
Whoever edited the videos was like, Tom cheated here, and then the next
Yep.
video, Tom cheated there.
Tom cheated
Tom
here.
It's
in
normally
every
me.
video.
I was gonna say, I feel like
No, it
Tom called
started-
himself out for it.
It
but-
started in Captain Sonar. That was the
I was gonna say, was it
first
Captain
time
Sonar when I noticed it?
when you noticed that I'd put a mine on my own trail as
Yeah.
opposed to around my trail, which actually helped you guys more, but I still won, so fuck it.
I almost think might have been in.
No, it was
Mm.
I'm
yes,
fairly
there
certain-
might have been a cheat in Camel Cup that was eventually caught where the first Camel Cup was a clusterfuck anyway, but someone hadn't taken a rolling tile when they were supposed to, so I took it for some reason because money.
Yeah.
The first one that really got pointed out was Azul when I moved things over that I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I think the problem with all the thing is that we don't actually remember the cheating per se, because we never. The whole thing is that we never really catch it during the game, and then we'll go back and rewatch the video, and somebody will say it in the comments, and we'll be like, "Wait a second."
It's the ones that make it through to the comments that are the funniest. We edited the
Yeah.
entire Sagrada video, which I was really happy with, and never caught that Bree cheated even though she won.
Yes, I did, and I didn't notice either. and I
No,
was
literally
like,
on the day in the video, no one caught it, and then someone in the comments was like, Bree's got 2 1s next to each other.
yeah, and I was like, what?
Bro, my favorite thing is just going through some of the comments sometimes, and I don't know if people have a favorite comment that has ever been made on a video, but I have one which I love to this day, and it's on one of our first videos, and I can't remember what one, but it's just someone going, "Stop posting your shitty content on Reddit," and forever I have loved that comment. I get a sick feeling from that comment just because I'm like, bro, you helped us. Like you watched the video, we got a view from it. You posted a comment, which bumps us up in the search, bro. And then just stop posting your shitty stuff on Reddit. I was just like,
Nah.
no.
I
But then
think one of
because
the-
Reddit's a fucking piece of shit.
Accurate, but one of the favorite comments was when someone was like, "Your quality's like too good. It's weird."
Yeah! Someone was like, this feels like it was overproduced by someone trying to make money off the board game community. So I don't, like, it just feels wrong. And I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks? We filmed this in a garage? We're all like...
Wasn't there also someone who gave like all this criticism on like you could do this better, that better, whatever, and then afterwards I think edited the comment with like I just saw your subscriber count?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like there was a conspiracy that we were literally a board game company, and that we were only making videos. And I don't even know where that came from because we played all different board games, but they were just like, this
promote
smells
this
like someone trying to build a channel.
Yeah,
to
they
promote.
thought we were clowns.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of people who are like, wow, it's like just about every week now we get a comment being like, why are your subscriber count so low? You guys are so much better than this. And I'm like, thanks, it's still going.
That comment doesn't hurt any less the more we hear it.
My favorite was the one that said, actually no, the second favorite. My favorite I'll come back to. Second favorite was the one that we got when we were at emo night, where someone was like, maybe if you guys shut up and listen to Tom, you'd actually understand that he's explaining the rules properly. I was like, thank you.
And we still don't
Appreciate
listen to
it.
Tom.
That's because he tells rules in the most convoluted ways. I don't have the attention span to be able
Thank
to
you.
follow Tom's rules.
My absolute favorite comment though was the one that said Reese looks like the baby version of the Grinch. It's so accurate. He's got the little button nose.
Bro, there are some banger comments, right? And some of them are supposed to hurt us, but I'm like, they are so funny. But then some are just like people just saying, weird things that are so true. Like, that is, Reese looks like the baby version of the Grinch. I don't know whether that's supposed to hurt my feelings. I don't know whether that's a nice thing. But hey, it's I'm gonna treat it as a nice thing. That is, fuck me.
Damn it.
Yeah. So 9 times out of 10, understand if you see a comment on YouTube, on any of our videos, chances are, and it's like, it might be a mean one or something, chances are we've all seen it and we're like, haha, that is funny.
Guys, new merch design.
Yeah.
Reese's Baby
Reese
Grinch.
is the Grinch.
Yeah.
Christmas design. We are trying to drop some new merch. There was some issues with printing stuff in Australia. Like, it was supposed to start printing in Australia. Like, sweet, we'll test that out. Which is the hats that Reese and Beck have been wearing. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be going up.
And have a sneaky bonus of the Halloween.
Yeah, show off the Halloween merch.
Because then I'm like, I have to do it. No.
Yeah.
This was not my fault. I had several things go wrong for a Brie.
So,
This is what I'm working on.
Bree's been working on Billy crying
Yeah.
for you all to wear forever.
We've got Billy crying, and Game Master being like, because they have the stare down. So yeah, the stare. So I'm working on this. It's coming along. It should be ready before Halloween. It was meant to be ready a week ago, and then my Photoshop broke, and my dogs got life, guys. But yeah, that's the plan. You're all welcome.
He just needs more tears coming out of his face.
I've literally not coloured him in yet.
No,
You can see that. He's just flesh.
Got some hair.
From what I understand, Reese is that Serum comes in here and calls you out for certain actions during Heart of the Plains fairly often. Okay, for those who don't understand, Heart of the Plains was a campaign that I played on Roll for Damage. Very fun campaign. Would recommend watching. It's on their YouTube channel. But my character constantly kept getting limbs cut off. And people keep bringing it up, and I don't understand why. It hurts. It makes me feel bad. And I'm just like... And Felix is still alive. So also his name is Felix, not based on anyone in particular.
Not at all. So what are your favorite colors, or I guess more like in depth? What's your favorite board game color to be when you can pick it?
Blue. And me and Billy fight over this all the time.
Blue.
I'm just
Always
used to
blue.
having yellow at this point.
Red, probably.
I go orange when it's available. Otherwise, black or white.
I have actually almost moved Billy's tokens before in games when he's been blue. Because I just
Isn't
totally
Sean
went for
also
it.
blue?
Well, I've got a
Yeah.
set that Chris actually 3D printed for me of
I
meeples
know.
and pieces.
but
So
I'm
I can
blue.
always be blue in any
Yeah,
Great.
Go to a board game night. There's no blue anywhere, and Billy just pulls it out and whaps it on the table.
Yeah.
There's just done a search for like the top 100 board games, and Billy has print out 3D prints of every piece of those top 100 board
And a
games.
blue. Yeah.
You know what I think's
the
crazy
games and-
is we've had such a crazy year trying to plan things out and just throwing it together. We actually have like the rest of the year planned, mostly in my head, but it's planned.
Yeah, it's planned, and Tom hasn't told us the plan. Tom's like,
I
hey,
was about to say, I'm like, we don't get to know
We
the
can go
plan.
through
The plan gets
streams.
released.
We have Nerds of the Quest, Pathfinder second edition, first edition,
first edition.
Doing
First
first
edition.
edition, which
This
makes
weekend.
me sad.
and then Australia, a Cthulhu-themed cooperative based in WA horror game for next weekend. 30th is obviously viewer voted, which at the moment Fury of Dracula has twice the amount of votes of anything else. So if you want something else, get your votes in.
Wow, that took over quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like because we've started doing votes on. We do votes on Twitch, which count for a full vote, and then votes on Twitter and YouTube. They count for half votes, and even with that, Fury of
There you
Dracula
go.
is just absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
So if you want to
Yeah,
get your
I
votes
really
in,
wanna get in
get
on
them in
that.
everywhere.
Yeah, guys, also, like, go vote wherever you can. Follow us on all of our socials as well. That's, but
So then after that, in November, it's not exactly locked in for what week, but Lost Ruins of Arnak will be happening. The Power Rangers game that Reese has got, because he said we have to play it.
because I've spent like,
You don't want to say it.
I spent close to $400 on stuff for that game, and I'm like, I'm happy if we don't. I would love to play it, but I'm not going to be sad.
No, we're
going
gonna
to
play it.
Yeah, please justify my poor life choices.
Then we're playing a game called Dreamweavers that is coming to Kickstarter next week, so look out for a video on YouTube for that, and then we're going to play it in the last week of the campaign, wherever that ends up being. And then viewer voted game for November. That takes us to December 5th, where we'll be playing either this collection of 4 micro games, probably collection of 4 micro games, and a game called Winter's Queen, which is a cute little place gems around the board, cast spells. It's a lot of fun. Play with all the expansions probably because it's cool. Then we got to play Die Hard.
Yeah, we are.
It's Christmas time, and then December 19th takes us to our ranking stream for the whole year.
Oh, that
Reese,
means I
you
get to
have-
make a spreadsheet.
Race,
Yeah.
you have that
You probably have
long
to make it in the next couple of
to
weeks.
be in deck to play all the
Yeah.
games that we haven't played yet.
We
that
are-
was
we're
your
gonna
mission
try
for this
and-
year, remember?
I think there's a public holiday in November sometime, maybe. Otherwise, we'll try and find a weekend where people can play games.
Yeah.
Pathfinder is great. Here's your DM Chris Too Far.
Yes, our own smoothie boy himself, Chris.
And it's always fun when we play role playing games because we all play we arguably all play role playing games, but we all play different like rules.
To be fair, the only time I play role-playing games at the moment is on stream. Just because,
Yeah.
like, I'm so busy and I haven't been able to play, like, a regular game lately, so... Oh!
Ready with the body of 5. Hello.
We're just talking about our content for the rest of the year. How you doing, Slate? What's happening?
I won't be able to draw everyone for this celebration art. That's fine.
It's alright.
That's cool. Go for it.
Just draw the important people, me.
But then,
welcome on,
we've
Slate.
got more Werewolf happening for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Got a couple of preview videos, so for this game, Dreamweavers, and for these little micro games, and then people's top 5s, and then our wrap up for the year, which we'll probably film in like 3-4 weeks time, Reese. So like, get your ideas ready.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
then
actually want
that's
to... I want to chat to you about that, but we can do that off stream.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our content
bottom
for the rest
5,
of
right?
the year.
Yeah,
Yeah, you barely
we
said
also
it's
have
bottom
our we also have our top 5 videos. It's man,
And then
it's
we
like
got to figure out what we're doing in 2022.
yeah, and I think
Getting Bree on set more.
yeah,
That's on you, Bree.
me,
You can do
me, Lachlan and Kai were having a chat, and I think we also need to organize like a meeting, you know, and it's like, yeah, just a lot, and it sucks because it's like,
This is so
I
much
hope
fun,
we get
and
all
it's
of this
what we
stuff
wanna
out. It's just like we got to have all this time, but we'll get it sorted.
do. Yeah.
You know, all of this stuff will come out eventually.
So if you want
you know.
more live streams to happen, let us know, and we can plan that into our meeting. Like we want to hear from people, want to see what people want to see us do. YouTube's
Yeah.
the hardest one because some things do really well and some don't, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason. So screw it, do what we want.
Yeah, YouTube's just weird.
Nah, YouTube's perfectly fun. Normal.
Yeah.
No
I am going to
anomalies.
run there, lads. It has been a good stream.
Yeah,
thanks
we're
everyone for
wrapping up.
hanging around. That's I figured, but I don't know how long it's going to wrap up for. So I'm
That's
saying
all good.
goodbye
Goodbye.
now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Bye, you two.
See you, Callum.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So any last questions or anything anyone wants to say to wrap up 4 years of us?
Chaos.
Yeah, Slate or anyone from the stream. What do you guys have any questions for us? You've just come in. Feel free to ask any questions.
I'm
I
really
would
keen.
like to play a game hosted by Cappy.
That'd be
That
fun.
would be
Cappy,
really cool.
did you ever finish that players starting not knowing what their character sheets were system you were talking about? So as you did rolls and got your bonuses, you slowly filled in your character sheet.
That's
remember that
cool.
Sick. All right, maybe we'll talk about that. Can you cast live streams to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, get that extra YouTube engagement? Yes, you technically can. It's the weirdest, like, technically against terms of service for Twitch, but not like it, because if you set a delay on your stream to YouTube, it's not breaking the rules. But it in the spirit of it is. It's also not a good idea. Streaming to either Twitch or YouTube, choosing which one has been a conversation we keep having. So we'll let you know if that's ever going to change. But for now, Twitch is the place to be for board games.
Also, I just want to say, like, we are still figuring things out along the way. Like with the voting thing, voting on game stuff, we're trying to figure out how to include everyone from all of our platforms. You know, there's people that
also just brings more people in.
Yeah, and there's people that specifically watch us on YouTube. There's people that specifically watch us on Twitch, and we're just trying to see what works. So like whenever something changes or something, we're trying something new or we're altering how something works, we're just sort of like trying to get everyone involved, you know, and trying to like make everyone sort of have a voice. And because at the end of the day, you know, that we have over 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have we're getting close to 2,000 followers here, and we just want to not only make content and stuff that we're happy with, but stuff that you guys are happy with, you know. And we're just trying to find the best way to sort of get everyone involved and you know, get everyone get to the point where we're making something that everyone likes, you know.
So to answer Slate's question, how have YouTube Shorts been going for us? Really weird. I think we've just got to keep trying them, because like some YouTube Shorts seems to be this really just jank system at the moment, where it's either really dumb content or really sexualized content. That's what I've been seeing pop up. But for us,
you know,
like,
your YouTube Shorts like are based on what
I'm
watch.
well aware, and I promise you, I don't watch sexualized content. It's just like, she did this. I'm like, I never click on it. I've never seen it, and it's just there, and I'm like, alrighty then.
Yeah.
But we get
Come up on TikTok.
we tried to copy stuff, but we get weird stuff like this where this video just hit 1,000 views and then stayed.
Yeah.
It's just never been shown again.
It seems like a weird catch and release thing, where it's like YouTube will go, all right, time to put this short out, and then they'll not show it, and then they'll show it again, and then they'll not show it, and then they'll show it again.
Still figuring it out.
Yeah, so
Obviously trying to compete with Instagram and TikTok, but they haven't really figured out how to do that yet.
which I think they will. I think the big thing will be when they can figure out a way to make an effective watching shorts on this will take you to this channel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When that code is figured out to
It's
translate that specifically to subscribers.
It's what they're testing with live stream clips at the moment. So YouTube doesn't have clips for everyone, but it's coming. The clip will link you to that time code, so you'll just watch the clip, but it'll show you it's a part of a bigger live stream, which is that'll blow up.
And I have a very strong feeling that YouTube is gonna come out swinging in the live streaming world in like the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, if at one point we decide that hey, we are gonna start like streaming on YouTube, that might be like something coming up. You know.
Yeah, they just grabbed a few more streamers for exclusivity. So
yeah,
they're still making
100% making moves for it.
Oh yeah.
Cappy's asking if there's any games we're keen to stream or record, or games that you love but don't really work on stream. I was really keen to try Pendulum from Stonemaier, because it's a worker placement with like timers, and when the timers reset, that's when more spaces become available. All kinds of like really cool stuff. Just does anything that is a long game and real time doesn't work on stream. You don't have the time to stop and chat and answer questions and interact. So it just...
Yeah, I think this
Eclipse and Twilight Imperium are two that
Twilight Imperium will happen at some point, but
Yeah.
I really want to play my Labyrinth RPG, but the problem is that I'm not game enough to DM, so it's trying to find somebody to
I
DM the damn thing.
personally, I want to try legacy games, and I think we've just not been able to figure out how to, one, make them work, and two, sort of make it worth the effort putting in. Because at the moment there is no one game will do really well but another won't, and then we've had a lot of bad luck with like a series of videos, but then like Werewolf as a series does really well, so it's very hard to sort of try and justify that to us when we're like, oh, we should do a legacy thing, because we have this conversation like once a month. It's like, let's do a legacy game, but then we gotta like film 5 episodes and then put all that effort in, and then at the end of the day there's a very strong chance that we'll only get like 100 views, and it's like, that's a lot of effort, you know. I think that's my big one. I'd love to do legacy games because I want to see what all the hype and stuff is around them, but like I just don't know how we can make it fit. And unless we were maybe like a Werewolf Legacy, right? I'd be so fucking keen to play that. But I think it's also like maybe something when we do more in studio streams, which is something that we also talk about, when we can actually justify like setting aside once a week to play a particular legacy game. That would be really cool.
When we all get rich off YouTube and Twitch and can quit our day jobs and just be in the studio all the time. Hey?
Legacy Thursday.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're considering and talking about. So let us know. We might just have to like put this. Why being a jerk? Might have to put this video up on YouTube just so people can get their opinions, because we try and ask people on YouTube stuff and we don't always get a response, and that's kind of the hardest part with the audience of our size. It's not quite small enough where you're just going, hey, there's 1 or 2 people want to see this, and it's not quite big enough where you get a good sample size for what people might want to watch.
You
so
also
really
get different people on different nights, which is problematic. Like when I was streaming Friday nights, there was people that I hung out with, and then... But
our best streams are consistently the ones where we're all together, so it's what we're thinking about. There's always things happening, but we'd love to hit 2,000 followers by the end of the year. I think it's absolutely possible, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think the really cool thing that I've noticed, because I make a post every year on my personal accounts about Nerds of the West, just being like, hey, it's been another year. On everything except for YouTube, we've sort of doubled our numbers, and then YouTube's just down a little bit, but like every year we've been consistently doubling our stuff, which is really cool, and having our audience sort of grow, and seeing new people come in and that sort of thing.
Anytime someone comes across from YouTube, they're like, love you YouTube stuff, glad I could finally catch a stream. We're like, yes, love you, thank you for being here.
Yeah. And as I always say, right, I'm always like, whether you spend 5 days, 5 hours, or 5 minutes with us, we still appreciate the fact that you spend time. You have the option to be like, I could play video games, or I could watch these guys play board games, and you guys are willing to spend your time doing that. You know, that means a lot, because at the end of the day, we could just be a bunch of people sitting around a table playing games, and the fact that people actually want to watch that is pretty cool. And the fact that you guys also want to support us in other ways is also really good, you know. Still waiting for that WWE board game. We do have to do a full. We hardly played it. We rushed it.
It went badly.
Yeah. But I'd like to bust that out. We also have the DVD board game that we need to play.
WWE DVD board game.
Got a couple VHS game too.
Yeah, we got Nightmare.
We got some Jake stuff.
the
I've
other
still got that
Atmosphere
game
games.
sitting there, and it's part of the hardest part about me figuring out what YouTube content to do. I've got this game sitting there that I've got this whole idea about making people play weird games. So we'll just we'll see what's going on. Why am I hearing noises? Oh, hey, Tasman.
Hey, Tasman. How you doing?
It's always, why am I hearing noises? Oh, someone's hosting. That's why. Any final thoughts? Because I'm hungry.
How
Yeah.
good are board games?
Pizza wings for me.
Board games.
Board games are sick.
Board games fun.
Look, I just want to say to the nerds specifically, to the ones that are here and the ones that couldn't make it tonight. Guys, thank you so much for getting me involved. This has been probably one of the longest running projects I've been working on, and probably the most successful ones as well. And not that the success has anything to do with it, but it's been so fun doing this for the past 4 years, and I promised myself I wouldn't cry. But no, it's like just thank you for being like really cool people and always being up for wanting to do stuff, you know, like it gets hard sometimes trying to figure things out, or like, you know, burnout is such a huge thing that happens, and I think, and like we've been burnt out from time to time, but I think we've handled that really well with the fact that we can always adjust to that, and yeah, no, it's been really cool. And I also want to say to all of our friends, fellow content creators, thank you for the support. I want to say thank you to all the people watching, all the people that watch our stuff on YouTube, on Twitch, follow us on our social medias, that hang out in our Discord. I know sometimes we sort of have a bit of radio silence, and sometimes we're not the best at communicating stuff, but like thank you for hanging around and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, especially the last few weeks on the Discord, people have been so active. It's been so nice just hanging out with everyone.
Yeah, and it's I know eventually we would like to have a very active community, so you know, don't be afraid to put some stuff in there. We might not answer straight away, but we do often answer eventually.
Sundays, board game days, come hang out.
Yeah. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. Now that Sappy Reese is gone, Cool Reese is back.
There you go. You guys gonna say anything before
I'm
I
here
start
for the
saying stuff?
money.
I'd like to thank everyone. Like, obviously being pulled into this was amazing, because like it opened up my world of board games, and also y'all have supported me every time that I've had to take a step back, which is why I haven't been here as much recently, but I'm hoping to change that next year. Fingers crossed. Yeah, no, it's been a really fun ride.
Thank you to Rougher Damage for the subscription.
Yeah.
Billy.
Thank you guys for being literally an entirely new group of friends for me. Literally outside of Callum,
Not
like
Tom.
even Tom, I just knew him.
We'd met, maybe.
we went to the same school. So yeah, no, it's been great. Thank you guys
That's what
for
I was
being
saying.
good
Like,
friends.
I only knew Tom before I started all of this. Kind of knew Callum, and now I'm like, y'all would be people at my wedding now. Like that sort of.
Well, it's
I haven't met you, Beck. Stop flapping your arms.
it's weird because like I met Billy through Nerds, and now like spoilers, me and Billy work together. Like Billy helped me get a job.
Hey Reese, you want a job?
Through him and Lachlan, just through months of wearing me down. But like it's such a weird thing that like before this I never knew who Billy was. I didn't know who Callum was. I didn't, and like now I work with Billy. Like,
And you avoid
know.
Callum at as many
Illusion.
opportunities as you can.
hey, that's just because I don't see Callum. Callum's just, he does his own thing.
That's his
And
own
it was
thing.
very cool to see Callum tonight. I haven't seen him for a while. It was nice to sort of catch up with him on stream.
Yeah. No, this has been so much fun. This is the best part, apart from Beck, about my life. So just being able to make cool stuff with people who are so easy to make cool stuff with. Like I've seen throughout the years, so many people on YouTube have problems, and then we just come in and we have fun. Like, we never fight. We argue about stuff, but it's just like everyone just wants it to be the best, so everyone's always having a good time. And you all put up with my dumb ideas and figuring things out, and it's just fun. And I love every one of you. I love every part of this, and thank you to everyone in chat for just giving us the opportunity to share something that we love with all of you. Now I gotta find someone to raid.
Go on.
Wait, you should raid Riot Games. They're a small channel. They're trying to get off their feet.
Oh, bro, that totally like boost our numbers. But yeah, no, it's Curve!
One day you guys will learn to like spread it and just spam it all in with hard ones with 1500 biddies. Thank you so much.
He just wanted to take the
4
lead.
whole years.
Also, special thanks to Curve. Curve is
Funding our college funds.
bro, he's sending my kids to college. That's
all the people who throw all the biddies, all the gifted subs. It's just been so nice. You're all
just
so
everything,
supportive.
guys. Like
There would be no Curve without people.
yeah, but it's like the biddies, the subs, people also donate money to us on YouTube, which is crazy to me. There's parts of YouTube I've been making content, so I don't know how many of the nerds know this, but I've been making content for like 12 years. I started making
is my favorite movie.
my first year uni movie. But I started making videos when I was 15. I started doing Let's Plays back before Let's Plays were a thing. I've had 4 different YouTube channels. The whole reason I went to uni was so that I could be a better YouTuber, and meeting the guys in uni and then meeting everyone else after that, and becoming a stronger content creator from then has been an absolutely amazing thing. This is something that I would love to do full time. I know there's a few of us that would love to do that. But yeah, and I'm just going to keep talking because like Tom's like, I'm gonna raid someone, and I'm like,
I was there like, heck yeah, let's raid, roll for damage, and then they've just gone on a break, and I'm like, do we raid them? Do we not?
Do we
They
can't be on a break for that long, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long they go on their breaks for.
I was trying to find when I started my first YouTube channel.
Billy's YouTube channel about Minecraft.
Yeah. It was like Hectic Gamers or something like that.
Bro, I had Renus 2000, which was like a cool name that I made up, where I did my Let's Plays, and then I was like, I'm gonna get rid of that and be the Aussie Gamer Dude. And then I had a side channel called the Aussie Mosher Dudes, where we would go around to concerts. Me and my friends would go around to concerts and film live sets on our fucking shitty $100 cameras. This was back in high school, and then we that didn't happen, and then I went to Spoiler Alert Reese, tried doing like vlogs and stuff, and the wrestling reviews. I would review WWE shows on a weekly basis. It's still shitty, yeah. And then
I haven't hidden them all, but my current YouTube channel has videos from me from 2014. So like
back in the day,
back before I knew y'all. Like,
so good.
Man.
One day we should expose ourselves.
We have talked about
it.
it. It's a stream we've talked about doing, is showing off all our uni films and any old content we've made.
Oh, that would fuck.
That'd be hilarious.
My trash animations.
Yes. That and I really, it's an idea that's floated around the internet, and some people have done it like really fun. Doing PowerPoints, where you literally just have 10 minutes to do a PowerPoint presentation on whatever you want, and everyone has to present.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Y'all are gonna learn some things about plants.
I'll pull up my year 12 PowerPoint presentation on metal music. That was.
I wonder if I
did
can
one on
find any of
Titan.
my year 12 assignments. Literally, the
think I
thing that got
deleted
me
all mine.
into sound, where we just replaced all the sounds and something, and I was like, well, this is fun.
Hi. Was the Red Rooster Killer Tom? And it was the origins of 150 chickens?
The Man Who Punched Everything. I need to watch that. I need to watch that because that stars Jared Slate himself. Also, side note, the Man Who Punched Everything just reminded me of my favorite short film that I've ever seen. And it's got nothing to do with nerds, nothing. It's just a really funny short film. And it's the man whose willy is made of antibiotics. Goes for about 10 seconds. I recommend watching it. It is so funny.
So good. Did I show that to you, or did you show that to me?
Yeah. You showed me that back in uni.
It is like genius storytelling.
Yes.
I'll see if I can find it.
It's
and
called
take-
antibiotic resistance, and
it's
No,
not
trust-
lewd. It's just.
It's not lewd. It is just the most brilliant storytelling.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord.
It's so good. There are so many great short films out there where like it's a story that you can't tell in anything but a short form. That's when it's good. So many people try to do a short film as like, this is just prep for a feature film, and it's like, yeah, but you can't make a good film because you tried to make a feature film in 10 minutes. And then this is 10 seconds and it's...
I remember I made a horror film for one of my, because I didn't go to uni with the nerds. I did communications. So like.
When we came in and we filmed your short film with you.
Yeah. So I've done short films, but my short films are like different because they're not the same production level. But we did a horror film. We got a like special little good job because it's a completely different ball game when it's that short. Like you got to say 10,000 things in one frame, or choose not to say anything at all.
If that's something you want to see all the dumb stuff we've made over the years. Anything that we can show you. Some things actors won't let us, and that's totally okay.
Roll for Damage's break is over, by the way.
I saw.
All right.
And if you wanna see Food Olympics, that might happen one day.
We got a lot of
what ifs.
A lot of things that we want to do.
But thank you. This has been a lot of fun. We're gonna raid into Roll for Damage because they're lovely people, and a lot of good friends are on the stream tonight. So thank you very much. We love all of your support. We love having you to hang out with.
See y'all in 4 years.
Yeah, boy, come hang out on Discords on Sundays. Play some games with us. And we will catch y'all very, very, very soon.